Hello and welcome to another update video about the DXY. DXY is currently following the forecast. I've been quite, let's say, bearish on the DXY for quite some time. I'm glad to see that it's finally dropping, and I've been highlighting the forecast for a drop into the low $90 region for some time. What we want to do, however, we want to take a look at the other structures that are still possible. The triangle pattern is still something that should be considered. Yeah, this Elliott wave triangle, it's still technically valid, but it's about to get invalidated with this D wave nearly below wave B low. Okay, this triangle, but both would lead eventually to the same, result essentially. That's the idea, that either wave B already topped in September last year. That's been the default perspective. Here with a wave 1 down, a wave 2 to the upside, wave 3 down, wave 4, wave 5. That's how I sort of wanted it to go, ideally, right, in a very straightforward fashion to the downside. But we said, okay, if the price rallies more substantially from here, we could be dealing with a triangle pattern. I need to shift this trend line, but I can delete it now, really. I think the trend line it's not very important. But then we could be dealing with a triangle, so that this B wave that likely topped in September last year, October, September, that this is still unfolding, but as a triangle. But then we would need to see lower highs and higher lows. Well, actually, this is now trying to form a lower low, which is actually quite positive, because that's precisely how we wanted this chart to play out, with this stronger move down. So how can we now understand the structure? I would like to relabel, or at least review, the white count, because I think the yellow one it's just an alternative in case it just turns around. But in both scenarios, we would like to see the DXY in the low $90 region eventually. So if we say that we had a wave 2 top here, so B wave topped in October last year, wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside. We talked about that. That was April 24. From here then, another 1-2 setup. Actually, I think circle wave 1 should probably sit here, and then this was a flat correction. So that's unchanged from the last update. This is pretty much the wave count that we talked about in the last video. I don't really like the look of this. Actually, to account for this rapid drop, I think we just need to shift the positions of the labels slightly. I'd put the 1-2 here. And then let me just see. I think this would be here. Let me just shift this down. The strength of the drop indicates that we are in the main, let's say the main element of a third wave. Really, anybody who watched previous updates shouldn't be surprised that we're dropping that rapidly, because it's a third wave down, okay? And it's been on the chart for quite some time. And these third waves are typically quite aggressive. To make sense of the microstructure, I think this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, with possibly an extended fifth in wave 3. This also gives enough room, or let's say enough other 4-5 patterns that should still happen to go down into that low $90 region. So this is how I would see it now develop, with a possible fourth wave to come to start soon. And what really matters now is, so first of all, there is no confirmed low, so the resistance area might change next week, depending on how we open. But on Monday, the standard resistance is between the 50% and the 23.6 retracement. So that's resistance, standard resistance for a fourth wave. And resistance is between $101.68 and $102.88. So that's how we see it, okay? That means we could see this wave 5, well, it might be in the late stages, then a wave 4 rally maybe in the next couple of weeks or so, then a wave, then a wave 5 to the downside of circle 3, then another wave 4 for which I can't give you resistance yet, then a wave 5 of 3, 4, 5. This is precisely how we'd like to see this develop. Bear in mind, this index, the DXY, It's been moving sideways for quite some time. So ideally, this is now in the late stages. We've even broken that trend line. Yes, actually looking quite good. It is looking quite good. So I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And yeah, have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.